Hi, I'm Lauren Locke, an immigration attorney in Atlanta, and I'm talking about the brand new federal rule about modernizing the H-1B program. Now, this rule kicks in on January 17th, 2025, so it actually has nothing to do with the incoming new Trump administration. It's more like a coincidence of timing. But let's talk about what it's going to mean for the way specialty occupation is defined and how we feel about that for H-1B employers. Um, a specialty occupation has already been a requirement for H-1Bs since they were invented. And what the simplest way to understand that is that the H-1B is for a professional job where you typically would need a bachelor's degree or sometimes it's equivalent. And the degree has to be in a field that's related to the job. So it's really easy if it's a profession where everybody has the right degree. So these are higher than bachelor's level, but if you're a dentist, you've gone to dental school. If you're a medical doctor, you have a medical degree. If you're a lawyer, you have a Juris Doctor. Like that, it's the right degree. It matches. That's not true for all professions. It's particularly not true for a lot of business professions where people may have a liberal arts degree, they may have a business degree, they may not. It may be a specialty that they're still working in, it may not. We've seen over the years, sometimes USCIS will pick on certain professions and say they're not specialized enough. They don't have a real degree that really goes with them. Marketing is a field that has been singled out in this way. And I do think with this new analysis about specialty occupation, I do think there'll be some vulnerability for H-1B workers who work in a field where they didn't necessarily need a degree in a specific matching field, where you can't really say, oh, everybody who is a CEO has a degree in business. That's not true. Let me think of another example. Basically, a lot of business type office jobs where you may not have a specific field of study in college. Those are going to be the likeliest to have problems getting a first-time H-1B or even renewing an H-1B. If USCIS can argue that the position could be performed by somebody who doesn't have a particular field of study in their educational background, then that is a vulnerable H-1B petition. Now, what does Trump coming back have to do with any of this? I would say the biggest thing I'm worrying about is that last time in the first Trump administration, we did see the H-1B petition approval rates really drop quite a lot. Now, under Obama previously and under Biden currently, they're above 95% approval rate. That's because the people that are applying for them qualify. It's not because USCIS is really easy. It's because there's a really high compliance rate and a lot of them are renewals. So if you've been approved before, you'd think you're going to get approved in the future. We saw that drop off. We saw the approval rates drop sometimes into like the low 80s. So when Trump was the president last time, it wasn't an immediate change, but as the years wore on, the H-1B approval rates were dropping. And these included renewal cases. These included cases that had been approved multiple times before, no issue. I remember cases where a renewal was denied and the foreign national who'd been living in the U.S. for many years had to leave, have their company petition again. The second time it worked, they had to get a new visa, then come back. So it did cause some interruptions in work. What can we do about that now? I would say it's always a great idea to file as far in advance as you can, to that 180 days. If it's going to be an extension that you don't have to file early to amend. Premium processing, gosh, this is a question I get asked a lot, and I think I'm going to save this for another video. Is it worth doing premium processing on your H-1B renewal? Stay tuned. Thanks.